Let's get it.
All right, y'all, we here. Actually, I wanted to start off different because I wanted to start off with a good note because everybody had a birthday this weekend.
Hey,
Yay.
happy birthday, Yendi.
You.
Happy birthday, everybody
Thank you.
except
Happy
me.
birthday to you too.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Birthday
Thank you.
behavior.
I know.
Hey.
What is this? Is I don't know.
Action up. Gang.
Season.
Yeah.
David's birthday was Friday. No, Indy's birthday was Friday. David's birthday was Sunday.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So happy birthday to both of you. I get to say that publicly. I tried to share it too. No, I'm just saying happy birthday because to me it's very interesting that y'all birthday in the same week. Like, so what did y'all do? What did you do? What happened?
Over me or David?
Yendi, please.
Oh, well, you could go first. I'm trying to come down. So you could go ahead first.
Come down.
Oh, I
okay.
ain't do nothing.
Oh,
I ain't do nothing.
Okay, Yendi said she on that high.
No, I'm trying to come down for this tornado over here.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Wow. Oh, my sister's birthday was on Thursday. Look at that.
See, everybody's birthday.
She turned 30. Y'all in the 30 club now.
Yep. Welcome to old age.
I'm here for it.
For yourself, bro. I'm not old. What did I do for my birthday though? I went to New York yesterday.
Hey, that's nice.
Saw Nope and went to BBQs.
Okay, you lived it up in the city. Okay.
I mean,
how's the food though?
Oh, I love BBQs. Every time you gotta get the sticky wings. Those are my favorites. But they were, you know what? I didn't have an issue with the waitress. I did have an issue with the takeout because my mom likes the sticky wings and I brought her some home. But they said, hey, let's not put a lid on these sticky wings. And they spilled all over my bag.
Okay. Sticky everywhere. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wow.
All right.
So I had a great birthday. Thanks for asking.
That's great. I'm glad.
I told David I had a whole bunch of old man jokes. I got all these jokes. I'm gonna get them off at some point. We're gonna get them there.
Welcome to 30, Welcome to 30.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. I'm very much here to embrace it because like I know there's like a whole stigma about like being in your 30s and like especially with turning 30.
Is it?
I mean, there are, but like at the same time, I'm like, yeah, like there are people that like, oh, I'm not like I'm turning 30. I'm not where I want to be.
Yeah, that's BS.
Nobody is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's all BS. Like nobody cares. It's really at the end of the day, it's a number,
Right.
But it's how you feel.
Yeah.
How you live.
Also, I know I'm gonna get there.
Yeah.
So when you turn 40, okay?
Look, I know.
I'll let you know. You know.
Yeah, holler. So since we'll all be 30 for the
I
next
know
months.
one thing that I've noticed now that my knee's starting to hurt. I'm like, what is this?
Old age. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely not ready for that.
Where my
I need to keep them active.
That's like, where my arthritis medicine at? Where that at right now? You want some? I'll bring you some, yo. What you need?
What you don't have no major
oh, I got the BioFreeze right here. What you need? Me acting up what you need, fam. I got you.
I was about to say, sit through some Bengay.
I got you now. BioFreeze better. I'm telling you. Yeah, what you need?
Really?
I got a whole little pharmacy over here. Like,
good to know.
Oh wait,
good
it's
to know.
coming.
There, I feel
Yes,
like
sir.
Jesus.
Wait till you hop out the bed. You just hurt yourself getting out of bed one morning. Wait, it's coming. Yeah.
Let me just
really
say,
sleep wrong. That's become a thing.
That was me. My shoulder was out. I had to wear a sling.
Yo, what?
Yeah, but you know, I got grooming. I got dog groomer shoulders, so it happens from time to time where I just be waking up with random shoulder pains. Gotta wear a sling for a few days to get right again.
Yeah. Yo, I'm not ready for that because I already have trouble like going to sleep, and I have to always like turn and like I have to be like, all right, let me sleep on my stomach. Let me sleep on my back. Let me sleep on my left side.
Getting to sleep will be all right.
Right. I'm like, you ain't gonna have no problem going to sleep.
Get to sleep. It's waking up.
I went to sleep on the bus yesterday.
Yo,
I've done that too. You're not supposed to, but we
I
tired.
put that air conditioner on, and I was in my it was right.
Yo, can we talk about that real quick? Like whenever I was in class and like the AC was on, I was definitely like, oh snap, I'm definitely gonna fall asleep.
You wanted them. So no, wait till you start getting older. Wait till you just randomly fall asleep as soon as you sit down.
That's how it was in the movie theater yesterday. They had the temperature on Arctic Blast because it was freezing. I'd use my purse to keep me warm.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I would have loved it.
Oh my God. Speaking of movie, will he be a celebrity?
Yeah.
I had a celebrity sighting at the movie theater.
Ooh, who was it?
Michael Blackson. That's the same.
Oh, that's right. He is from Philly.
Yeah.
I was not in Philly, honey. I was in New York.
That's right. You were in New York. That's true.
I don't want to say it wrong. He was at Lago. Did I say Lago? Is it Lagos?
I don't know. They're gonna come for you, know.
Lagos.
Thank you. I want to say it right. I don't want to say it wrong. Damn it. He was all delayed.
I apologize, but also that's a big thing that like a lot of people don't know. It's Lagos.
Lagos?
Yes, like Vegas, Lagos.
You going to Lagos?
No, my family is not from that side of Nigeria. No, I know that.
I was like, I didn't think
don't
you
get it
were.
twisted.
Don't you have to have a passport to get into Lagos?
I mean, if you're going to the airport, yeah. I mean, you pretty much gotta have ID on you everywhere. Like, I'll tell you one really crazy thing. When I was in Nigeria, like I was trying to get a SIM card so I could use my phone, and I had to fingerprint for it.
That's intense.
Yeah. And I was just like, so y'all gonna steal my not only are you gonna steal my identity, you're just gonna steal everything from me.
There's a joke there.
All right.
There's a joke there I can't say. I mean, y'all know for the scam, like that joint had to come in email form. It'd been a wrap. It's not, no, I shouldn't say, but whatever.
I'm already the prince, so
yeah. See, royalty. They definitely trying to jam you up there. You gotta be careful. So
right,
yeah.
I saw this movie about this chick who was in Nigeria, and she went deep undercover to try to expose sex trafficking. It was based off a true story, and I'm telling you, once they got her into Lagos, it was a wrap. They couldn't get her back. Sister was done.
Yeah.
And her sister got her head chopped off too. It was crazy. So it was a wild movie. I don't even know the name of it.
I was about to say, do you know? It
was on Netflix.
Yeah. That's
yo. Also, can I just say, Nigerian movies are so wildly
absolutely
like out of control.
I'm telling you, Nollywood, stay on my playlist on Netflix.
Yeah, they are so out of control. Because
a baby over here.
There's a whole like there was like, I'm sure for a while, I don't know if it's still happening, but there was a whole thing about like there was like a whole plot point of, oh, this girl's getting married. Oh, and then she has a very salty sister that like is angry that she's not getting married first, and then the evil sister's like boyfriend like puts a hex on her, or like the mother-in-law puts a hex on her, and like then it's a whole thing, bro.
It was all right. So, all right, maybe we can have that conversation on Black Hole Film Pod. We can do that.
Ooh, that'd be great. That'd be great.
But to keep it moving, I mean,
we gotta watch Jennifer.
Yeah. See, there's a whole bunch of different ways I want to go, but I also want to stay on topic to stay on time too today. And so I mean, there's so much going on. I don't want to stay in these current events, but I think there's a real conversation. One, we're not bashing Black people. I want to say that. I have to say that, but there is a problem that exists. You know, so I know.
Did somebody say we were?
No, but sometimes I just feel like I struggle with this myself. And especially with this show, because it's like to educate, we still have to expose some problems sometimes.
Right.
We have to be able to discuss some issues before we change. And I feel like as
But
a culture,
at the same time, we have to hold ourselves accountable.
that's the thing. Yeah. And I feel like as a culture, we've tried to create this bubble around ourselves. Whereas like it's hard for Black people as a culture to take criticism, to take, any type of feedback, correct ourselves and stuff, because there's a lot of trauma there and all that I get from outside places, but we have to be able to do that with ourselves. And one of the issues, is that we don't, I feel like sometimes we can be overly skeptical of people trying to tell us good information. That's what I'll say. Because it can come in different places. I know
or it comes from, you have to look at listen to the message, not the messenger.
Yeah, not always the messenger,
right? Because because I know exactly what you're saying, because I've heard so much good stuff from people that I really don't rock with, but like, and that's the reason I didn't listen, or there are certain places where I'll hear something and then I won't take it seriously, but then I'll hear it from another source and I'll be like, oh yeah, I totally get what you're saying, and then I put it into practice.
Yeah. So I think a couple things. I didn't want to come out and just say the government. I think that's a big source of information for a lot of people.
Right.
But for example, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
I know Yendi shared a video as it came out a couple weeks ago. New York City came out with a video trying to show people steps and prepare in case, just so if it ever happened, a nuclear attack on New York City. Which on surface, like, okay, me living in that world of public safety, I understand that video.
Right. But let me ask you, what did Conspiracy Kenny think of that video?
At first thought, actually, not too much. Like, I know most people, if you read the comments and things like that, which is why I hate comments too, but their first thoughts was, why are we talking about a nuclear attack? Is there something we don't know about? Is something like
that's where my mind went, honestly.
That's where my mind went. I was like,
yes. Honestly,
why would I need
our
to know
country,
this?
Our country has been on higher alerts more times than we know when it comes to nuclear attack.
That's true.
I mean, they used to have those drills back in the day.
So. Yeah, but I mean, even more modern times too, we've actually been on a point where like stuff has gotten a little scary.
Yeah.
Especially with North Korea.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. North Korea, there's times, even current situation where things have gotten tense and things are tense. I don't think sometimes we hear about the big public ones, like we hear about like the Cuban Missile Crisis back in the day. Things like that, Cold War stuff. But like even in modern times, y'all, like, so when I see a video like that, actually my first thought wasn't that. Those are the jokes that came in my head. But my first thought was, what does information look like? So I watched the video, and though it may seem kind of outlandish and extreme, think about what they're trying to do. They're trying to put a whole plan in place for 10 million people. We're talking about New York City. It's not an easy thing to do, right? So I look at that. Okay, I see what they're trying to do, right? So I watched the video, and then I'm like, let me see what the madness is about to be. Let me read the comment section. And I talk about this all the time. You know how I feel about the comment section. But I was like, let me read. And we all read the comments. And we saw what was happening here. And I'm talking about the comments from the Black community, and it wasn't surprising, but it showed like everything was about the why. Why are we doing this? Why are they doing this video now? Blah, blah, blah. Like a lot of negative comments, a lot of bashing comments, a lot of downplaying, but no one focused on the actual information in the video, what they're trying to tell you. There may have been some good steps there just in case, and I'm not going to say it triggered me. It didn't trigger me, but I understand sometimes the frustration of trying to get information out there to people who don't give a damn about the information. You know, and I think that can be very frustrating, where it's hard for people, especially our people, sometimes, let's keep it a buck, to see the value in some of this information. If it's not right in front of their face, they don't have to deal with it immediately, they dismiss it.
Right.
You know, and I felt like that's what was happening with this video. And I'm like, I've seen this before. I see this every day.
Right.
You know,
but also at the same time, I'm like we always talk about like, what if all the Black people like got up and left like this country? But like this is like even on a broader spectrum. And this is like, oh, so all the rich people are gonna get on the rocket and go to another country, while everybody else that's like below the poverty line, I guess, or whatever, we're all left here to suffer. And not only suffer, they're about to nuke the earth so that they don't have to deal with it anymore.
That's actually what's going to happen. They're going to build a rocket, and the tickets are going to be so expensive, we're not going to be able to afford them. As you know, it's supposed to be, I believe it's a comet that's supposed to hit the earth like later on. I think in 2073. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, but as of right now, they ain't got nowhere to go. You can get on a rocket.
No. Well, I mean, they're trying. They're really trying to find the place, but
but it's not
even. What is that movie? Like,
The Martian?
Left Behind.
I know about
It's like an old sci-fi movie, and they only let certain types of people on the rocket and left the rest of the people behind.
I don't think that was Left Behind.
It's old, like it's really old sci-fi movie.
We see that even here. We see movies like 2021, where they built the little ships to sustain, and they did selection process. Remember Deep Impact? They had a selection process. Who's going to live in the mountain after the impact? Like, those things are around. Okay, I think we acknowledge that. I think we need to that goes back to a broader issue of us not organizing ourselves right now to be able to do those things for ourselves. You know, why wait, depend on them for that shit? We should be doing that ourselves. We should be building our own little stuff over here. They got private companies. They got SpaceX. SpaceX is a private company.
Right.
We can have our own private company do the same thing.
Right. But sadly, we're not able to, like, I mean, we've said this before. Once we start to like actually get the ball rolling and come together, they'd be like, okay, what y'all doing over here?
But
not only that, they'll probably destroy any chance of us even making progress to leave the earth.
But I think the thing is, we can't even get to that point if no one believes there's a problem. I think if that's what that's part of that, what that video kind of made me realize. How can we all organize? How can we all come together to start building anything, to start putting a plan in place, when we can't even in fact acknowledge that, hey, there may be a problem over there.
Right.
You know, that's why I say we're kind of hurting ourselves at this point.
Yeah.
But if we can't even take a little message like, hey, this is what might help in a nuclear attack, and take heed to that, like if that don't spark you up and be like, okay, what's up? We need to do something. Like,
but also at the same time, I'm like, yes, we do need to do something, but also there are going to be people that are going to say, wait, why do we need to do something?
That's what I'm saying. That's a large percentage of people. Like, why do we need to do something? Because at some point you have to trust some information that's being presented to you. At some point we have to say, okay, like, what's going on here? Spark interest, do our own research. Okay, if we ain't like the video they sent out about the nuclear attack and the possible attack, why aren't we making our own? Why aren't we going over here and say, hey, okay, what's going on over there? What's the science here? That's my thing. We're not even doing that. So when it comes time for the BS to happen, we already lost.
Right.
That's my thing. We can't even get on board to even come together to acknowledge an issue first before we can even make a plan, before we can even have action, before we can move forward. We bashing the information. Dang, right now that's some BS. The government lying to us. The government tricking us. At some point, we have to be able to say, okay, this one might not be a trick. At some point, there may be something here. And like I said, okay, if we think they're lying to us, we have the ability to go figure it out for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We have that ability. If they BSing us, let's go see what's really good over here. Right. And then we can come up with that conclusion. So we don't have to really trust it. I get that, but where's the action to it?
Right. Like I really need to highlight Neil deGrasse Tyson and be like, hey, is this true? Is this accurate?
You know,
I love Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I'm glad you brought that up, David.
Mm-hmm.
The world's most prominent astrophysicist is a Black man.
Absolutely.
And who doesn't listen to this Black man?
Black people.
He just wrote a book. I believe it's called The Big Fat Book of Astrophysicists. And it puts me to sleep every night, but I love listening to it.
That's my guy. And it kind of frustrates me. Why is he not a more prominent Black figure in our community?
Well, one, I would feel like there are people that don't know about him.
I think everybody knows the guy.
You would think, but that's part. This is what I'm saying.
I'll tell you who they don't know. Mae Jemison.
Who?
Ooh.
Mae Jemison.
But that's what I'm saying. These are that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Black woman in space? What?
But everybody know who Kanye is.
Dr. Mae Jemison. I won't take that away from her.
But that's what I'm saying. So like we have experts. We have people that are trying to tell us this information. If you listen to him long enough, he's gonna tell you what's good.
Right.
That man is right there in our faces. Why isn't he on every television?
Well, that's because if you think about it, right? I mean, we are who we are, so we're into that stuff. But if you don't like listening about astrology, I mean,
but yes, but
I mean,
he's also stated the problems here.
Astronomy. Right. Call it astrology. Now I feel like the people who be calling it astrology, astronomy.
Right. Yeah. So I'm saying, take it back to this particular topic. You know, we talking about they building rocket ship. They trying to get up out of here.
Right.
We got the dude who's the expert right here. He telling us the same stuff. He says the same stuff.
He really does.
But we don't listen to him.
Right.
How about take
any information for free? That's the crazy part.
My man be on every social media platform spewing knowledge every day.
Yep. I'm finna start following him. Let's
take any prominent expert, Black expert in their field. And how often do we listen to them? Do we even know who they are?
We still got Black people who they are.
We still got Black people that don't trust Obama. Like, in terms of, like, this is what I'm saying. So it's like, we won't even accept our own culture to learn from our own culture.
Right, because they'll be like, oh, he's a coon. He's like,
yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, but like that's the truth. Like people are gonna call him a coon. People are gonna call him like Uncle Tom. People are gonna
Who would call Neil deGrasse Tyson a coon?
No, I'm talking about like Obama. No, they do it to Obama.
They do this all the time, but also like, why? Like just because you don't like the information doesn't mean that it's not true. Just because you don't like who the message is coming from doesn't mean that it's not true.
That's my issue here.
Right.
So when we start talking about doing all this stuff and trying to make a move, even trying to get people to the island, I imagine let's go get trying to get the Indy Island. We were talking about that earlier. Like,
right.
Okay, they ain't gotta come.
I know, but that's the sad part.
They don't have to come. I put it out there, but I'm not begging you to come. If you don't want to come, it's on you. But
that's the sad part.
When we thriving and surviving, and y'all still struggling.
Right. And people gonna be like, oh, I gotta dip to Yendi Island. So like, Hey man, you know what I will say? Don't miss the boat.
Fun fact. Did you know I was looking up who has the highest population of Black people, and Brazil is one of the ones that have the largest. Then it's Mexico. Not Mexico. There's one other place, and then Mexico.
You talking about like outside of
Africa too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Tell you, this place we can go. You know.
Yeah.
But we gotta get on board with this stuff. Like, I don't know. That's the stuff that like it bothers me. Or we see how often do we see like prominent Black people who are really experts in their field
get suppressed?
Yeah, suppressed, or people just challenge them every single day.
Right. That's the next thing I was about to say, because yes, we do have the experts, but at the same time, like imagine we really do have Neil deGrasse Tyson, but like imagine he's trying to warn the people, but they don't want to listen to him because he's Black. And then think about it in like the government sense. It's like, wait, hold on. We have this Black guy like warning other Black people about what's about to happen. Oh no, we can't have this, because now people are starting to listen. People are gonna be asking us, how are we trying to fix the situation? And we don't want that.
Yeah. But I would take the chances on, let's get to that point. You know, like most of the time the skepticism don't come from the other races, it comes from our own people.
Right.
Like I said, we prop people up, and then when they get to this point of leadership and prominence, then we start tearing them down. You know, why do we do that? Why do we do that to each other?
Because we don't want to listen.
You know?
Like they're
a sellout.
Right. And I'll even think about it in a Kanye sense, how he's tried to like warn people about the music industry and how like bad contracts are a thing. Like this man tweeted his whole like we talked about it last week. This man tweeted his whole contract, and and an expert like you that makes contracts for people couldn't understand it.
Yeah,
that's a problem.
No one to teach it. Yeah, like that's what bothers me. I think I'm a little bit touchy on this topic because I experience this.
Right.
I get cussed out at least once a week.
I can believe it.
I believe that too.
Trying to help people. You know, in different forms. I know the last time, Thursday morning, I think it was, going to teach a class, safety classes, y'all. I was teaching a CPR class, basic CPR first aid. You know, most people should know some of this stuff, not even just for your job, but you know, so
safety.
Come in, lady. Why I gotta be here? I don't know why I gotta be here. So again, I ain't want to be a jerk, right? So I start engaging. You know, I'm trying to be nice, but I want to figure things out. So I can't make this up, y'all. So, you know, I'm like, well, I know you're here for it, but this may be good information you need to know. She gets mad. She said, I don't need to know none of this. My husband died 2 years ago from a heart attack.
That's even more reason to want to learn.
So your husband died. So I'm sorry. You know, I understand that. You know, she said, I was there and I couldn't do nothing.
I was going to say, don't you wish that there was something that you could do?
So,
right. So that would make me want to be there.
So me not trying to be insensitive, but I had to say that. Well, this is what we're going to discuss today. There may be some things that you can learn that may, one, recognize when something is happening, and you may be able to do something in these moments. And she was like, this is what we're doing here. I got to sit through how long this going to be. Man, I just told you.
How long are your classes?
This is your job.
How long are your classes?
I mean, I honestly, I'm pretty good. I can give you about 2 hours or less.
But this is their job too.
That's another thing. This is your job. In this particular job, you're paid to care for other people. You need to know when something's going wrong with someone else. That person's in your care. That's a red flag too. You told me your husband just passed. this might have been good information to know.
Right.
Then I had to say too, so I know your husband's gone, but I think about the other people in our lives.
Mhm.
You know, like we may pick up on some of this stuff that may help somebody in the future.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and again, I say what I have to say, but I said, well, what if you could stop someone else from happening what happened to your husband? And it got kind of emotional. And I ain't wanted to go that route, but
It's true.
I gotta take it there to get you to learn a little something here. Also,
Right.
you're being paid to be here too. So it's not like you're volunteering your time.
Right.
This is I go like when I tell y'all, I have one of these conversations on a weekly basis. And I hate to say it, but
It's really sad.
I'm gonna say this too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have them other conversation with other people. I don't have that. I don't get the resistance and the pushback from other people.
Mm.
I get it from our people, my people. That's what hurts the most. That's what bothers me, because I think about in our communities how many people don't know this information.
Right.
Unless you're in a place where you have to get it for work and they pay for it, and they pay you for your time. No one learns this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So take a little bit of your time to may think about someone around you that you may be able to help one day, maybe even your damn self. And I get that fight, I get that pushback all the damn time. That's hard after a while. You know, so it really it breaks my heart when it's like, yo, sometimes people try and tell you some good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Take it in. And most people, I promise, by the time I'm done, their tone has changed. Their tune has changed.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're happy. They're grateful. They're glad they learned it.
Right.
To get them there is pulling teeth.
Right.
You know, well, why does it have to be that way? And it's really frustrating.
Oh, I was gonna say because people want a quick fix.
Yeah, but also they don't want, stuff they don't have to see right in front of them. Like I said, but I tell you, this is hard, and I don't care. People come for me, whatever. But this is true. I can live this. I can tell you this. Like I said, when it comes to other people coming to take a course like that,
mm-hmm.
they're happy. They're excited about it.
All right.
They're there. They want to learn. They ask questions.
Absolutely.
That bugs me too, though. Because, like, damn, I see this over here. I want this for us.
Mm-hmm.
So that bugs me. It gets under my skin sometimes. Like, I got to fight for my people on a daily. I am one of the Black experts in this field. I'm one of the best at what I do with this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I understand when it comes from when we talk about someone like a Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's way more famous and all that. Mm-hmm. But when you got people, this is what you do. This is what I do here.
Right.
I'm trying to tell you some good stuff. But you constantly fighting.
Right. Stop fighting and listen.
Yeah. So yeah, no one wants to hear that the comet is coming. Mm-hmm. Because the comet's not right there. You can't see it. It's not in the sky right now. It seems so far away. We don't think about it till it's too damn late. By the time we see that comet, it's a wrap.
It's like that movie, Look Up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't look up. If you look up and that thing is right there.
Oh, that's what it's called. Don't Look Up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, like, you're absolutely right. Like, it's coming, and we need to make preparations so that we know what to do if the planet's about to be taken out.
Yeah. But if you're fighting me when I'm telling you, hey, there's a comet, and I can't even get past that part of the conversation, then we doomed.
Right.
If I tell you the comet's coming, you like, what comet? Whatever. I don't want to hear that.
No, it's a conspiracy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All that jazz.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know what the solution is here. All I know is that we just got to keep trying to present the information.
Mm-hmm.
And I see people doing all types of stuff to try to package it up, to try to make it look pretty, to try to make it sound great, just to try to give the information away.
Right.
Why we gotta jump through hoops and shuck and jive for our own people to tell us some good stuff?
I was about to dang. We've hit everything. I said Uncle Tom, I said Coon, just said shuck and jive.
Because that's what it feels like sometimes.
Like we've hit everything by now.
With difficulties.
Yeah. So I don't know, y'all, but I that video really like it really did something for me. It did. So like I just felt like this is one of those conversations that need to be had.
Right. And I at least watched the video.
Me too.
I was curious, like after a while, because I was like, man, what is happening? But at the same time, I was listening and I was like, okay, I understand that. And then like it's just, I think they're just trying to like it's basic survival.
Yeah.
Like we see the movies, we see how like it's so I don't know if this is funny or not, but I always joke that like if there was like a zombie apocalypse or anything like that, then like I'd probably die by like tripping.
Oh God.
Like tripping over it and just like hitting the ground.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, I'm like, there are ways to prevent that.
Well, I mean, or try to deal like it also made me think about this real quick. I don't want to spend too much time, but like there was a plan made for how to deal with the spread of a virus, like what we had, like a pandemic. There was a plan in place during the Obama administration. You know, they tried to put something in place to say we need to do X, Y, Z. There's things that we have to do to activate certain funding and stuff like that. Plan was scrapped. What happened?
Wasn't it scrapped by their glorified president?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
By the orange dude?
Yeah. Orange juice scrapped all that, first guy in. What happened?
That's why I'm trying to tell people, like, as far as Biden, they have to understand, like, Biden has to fix all of the shit that the Cheeto did. Like, the Cheeto went and
undid everything.
My man was going ham.
That Obama had set in place.
Right. And not only undid everything, made everything worse.
Yeah.
He even put his picture in the basement.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. Like, well, so like, but we have to, that's why. So when I see videos like that, I'm like, this is what they're trying to do. You think they're trying to put some more damn plans in place just in case. And we've seen some BS.
There were plans in place.
Yeah. Well, why do you think? Look, we've come through one pandemic. Millions of people have died. We got another one on in its infancy with monkeypox.
Right.
Why do you think people not trying to put some plans in place to help? Why not? You know, why not at this point? I'm all for it. You come with any type of plan. Listen, hey,
right.
We'd have been through some madness these last couple of years.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so anybody trying to put a plan in place, I'm at least okay. Let me look at it. Let me see. Okay,
right.
Like, damn.
What are you trying to do? Like, let me know.
Have we not learned anything from the last couple of years?
Right.
We didn't actually.
I know we didn't. That's a goddamn problem.
Yeah.
I didn't believe COVID is.
I know we still on that.
Right.
Think about how insane that is. We still don't believe that. There's people out here who still don't believe that COVID is real. That's years later, millions of people have died, and we still on that.
And the vaccine.
Yes, yeah, we're still on that.
And not only that, the virus is virusing pretty much. So it's there are like we're on like the
flips and cartwheels, like
right, like it's on its like what 5th or 6th variation.
It's here. Like I said, we got other stuff coming in now.
Right.
Monkeypox was like, "What's up, y'all? What's up? What's good over there? Party over here."
Hey, yo, what's up? I heard from COVID that y'all like the party, so I'm here.
And we still got people skeptical on that. So it's like, what more else you gonna see?
I think with monkeypox, there's a lot of misinformation going out too, so it's kind of hard.
Right.
Well, yeah, because I think we gotta understand too. Some of this stuff is new. Just like with the early pandemic, they try to figure it out too. They don't know. They may not know everything right now. You know,
but as time goes on, the research is being done.
Yeah.
And as the research comes out, we need to listen.
That joint popped up like, "Hey, what's up, y'all? New nigga here." Like, We ain't, you know, like, so what you expect?
Right.
You know, like, well, we got to give it at least a fighting chance.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's crazy out here. It is.
It really is.
I know we got a couple Bobs and Karens. We got a
yeah.
personal one. Yeah.
I have a personal one too.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What's up? Share.
You know what? Please share, because I think I just saw one, but I want you guys to share, because like I want to hear the personal ones. I really do.
Now I live with a Karen, but my dog. Well, my personal Bob actually was on the bus. And shout out to the bus driver, because the bus driver handled it so well. Like, he was one of them smooth older black dudes. He had his lady on the bus. He was trying to show out. So the guy gets on the bus and he's complaining from the time he got on the bus. He complained that it was too bright on the bus, right? So he's arguing with people on the bus, like, about how bright it is on the bus. So the bus driver is like, yo, chill. It's too dark. It's nighttime. People got to see to get off the bus. Right. So then he asked about the street. Like, he said, are we near, I think he said Washington Avenue. And so a lady goes, yeah, we're on Washington Avenue. So now he's spazzing on the lady like, we're nowhere near Washington Avenue. Washington Avenue is down the street. Then why did you ask?
I was about to say, why?
So then we get to Washington Avenue and he didn't want to press the button for his stop because he claimed the light was too bright, so he couldn't see the button. So he's yelling at the bus driver his stop. So the bus driver was like, you got to hit the button. So the guy's like, well, maybe if it wasn't so bright on the bus, I wouldn't miss my stop and not press the button. So the bus driver turns the light off. And now he's arguing with the bus driver about the fact that he turned the light off. And he was like, well, now how am I supposed to get off the bus because the lights are off? And so the bus driver is just like, you have a blessed night, brother, okay? You just have a blessed night. Like, he was not here for it. So then when the guy finally gets off the bus, he's talking smack to the bus driver and the bus driver just closes the door. Like, such a smooth dude. Like, he was not trying to entertain it. He was like, yo, I'm just trying to get off of work, go spend some time with Shorty. Like, I'm just trying to get out of here.
Right.
Leave me alone.
Right.
I was like, that's my first time seeing a Bob in person. Like, you hear rumors about him and you see them on social media, but it's just people are just really miserable for no reason.
Yeah,
right.
It's like he just picking a fight.
Right. And also, if you get on the bus and you don't know where you're supposed to go, or you know that you're supposed to like get off at a certain point, there are people around you that you can calmly ask, hey, I'm trying to get to Washington Avenue. Do you know what in front of the like McDonald's? Do you know where I should get off? Or you can get on the bus and ask the driver.
The bus driver's good for that.
Right.
They know better. But that didn't sound like he knew where he was going. He knew how to get there. It sounds like he just wanted to fight somebody.
He did. He just wanted to fight.
He's gonna fuck around and find out.
Some people just really walk around they're so something's wrong. They're so angry. They just want to fight. They gotta argue. They gotta fight. They gotta do something. It's almost like a drug. Some people, that's how they get their little fix.
He gonna fuck around and find out.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, but it's extreme, yo. Get your ass on the bus.
Yeah,
I was actually going to share the one you sent me, David. I saw it, but so it's another one. Like I said, this comes from
our boy Zoe,
our guy Zoe, friend of the show. Zoe been on the show several times.
Shouts to Zoe and shouts to Zoe Speed.
Yeah, so Zoe, if you don't know, he has his organization Zoe Speed, where he really works with young people. He does a lot of athletic training. He does a lot of stuff with kids, just on physical movement and stuff. And so one of the things he does like routine workouts. He gets them together, they go out and they train, parks and fields and stuff like that.
Right.
So he
being a positive Black leader in the community.
Yeah, him and his team. Yeah, this is what they do.
Literally.
Like coaches, things like that. And so I know, like, he put it out there, so I know he was upset. But he said a lady called the police on us because we were in the field. Like, so pretty much they were out doing their training. And I guess a lady came out, saw a whole bunch of Black kids out there training and stuff. She called the cops on them.
Why?
First of all, don't you see a bunch of kids here? Like, and you're calling the police on, like,
And we're not just talking about kids. They're not like hanging out. They're like working out.
Mhm.
They're running. They're jumping. There's cones out there. Like I've been out there. I've seen this stuff in action.
Right.
It is like real practice. It's training environment on a public. Like I said, the fields are public. They're not in like anywhere private. Like, so it's not like they're sneaking around doing this. It's not like they're like in the shadows. No, they're where they're supposed to be.
Right.
I'm pretty sure parents stay there. Parents stick around and watch and stuff like that. Like this is a whole thing. So it's not like some creepy dude, like, there's no way to play or angle this where this looks like something wrong is happening. These kids are in cleats. These kids are in athletic wear. Like this looks like training all the way through.
Right.
They said a lady called the cops trying to shut down their practice.
That's horrible.
It really is.
That is hate.
It is.
That is hate. That's the root of it.
Mhm.
And we know why, and that's why I ain't going back and forth why. No,
Right.
they don't want to see Black people succeed. Black kids looking like they're having fun, they're having a good time, they're doing something positive. We're gonna try to shut it down.
Not only that, they're minding their own business. They're doing their own thing.
Minding their own business.
I'm sorry. We're gonna have to rewind this. So this lady saw these kids
and adults
in the field, and they were dressed.
Yes.
And decided to call the cops.
Yep.
What the flying fishtail? Are you serious?
And
that's truly somebody who has nothing better to do with their lives.
Right.
Did the police come?
I didn't get that far. So what did he say? He said, we read this.
So she didn't even come up to them, or she did go up to them?
No.
So she just was like,
people literally waiting in the parking lot to shut down Zoe Speed. But that's just, yeah.
Like,
so, yeah.
How did that? I want to hear that 911 tape. 911 emergency. Yeah. There's Black kids in the field practicing.
Like, the only angle she probably take because like
what are you gonna say? They're not even bothering you.
Because I've been there before. Because I remember playing basketball. We at the basketball courts. I've had women, people approach us when we were kids. Are y'all supposed to be here? This is a public basketball court, man. None of your business. Yeah,
it's none of your business.
I remember there was one park. Oh man, West Fairland Park. I could do a documentary. There's a park where we used to grow up at, not too far. The park was there. They built houses next to the park, brand new houses, right? The basketball court, the baseball field, everything was already there before the houses were built because we used to play there. Once the people moved in, there was one family, one guy who would complain about the noise being too loud during the day because there were no lights there, so we couldn't play there at night. So we were only there during day hours.
All right.
He complained so much, they shut the park down. They literally stripped the basketball court and put grass over it. Didn't touch the baseball fields, only the basketball court. Why? Because that's where we played.
Right.
There was not a noise issue. No one else complained, but you bought a house knowing a basketball court was over there.
Right.
And got the park shut down. To this day, it still pisses us off.
That would make me so mad.
Because you just don't want to see us play. They don't want to see us happy. That's all that was. You see a bunch of kids, they having a good time. It's organized. It's not like it's some riffraff. It ain't no nastiness going on. Ain't nobody standing on a corner somewhere. No, this is an organized activity that he's been doing for several years now.
Which pisses me off even more because there's so much more to the Zoe Speed brand. And not only that, like we've met with him, we've talked to him on the show. We've talked about how he's been wanting to do even more than just working out with kids. He wants to even go into like working with special education,
and he's been doing it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, so I've been out there, I've seen it. Like, that's why I can say with my own two eyes, like, I know what this looks like.
Right.
Like, I've seen this in session. Parents are sitting around like there's moms and stuff.
Like,
these kids
look like it looks like the kids at practice.
Yes, it almost looks like, imagine like going like a football practice or something. And these are young kids. We're not talking about some grown men.
Right.
These are elementary school kids for the most part, middle school kids.
Right.
Like, Gertie, get your ass out of here. One of them mamas should have popped her noggin.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we're not for violence. My bad.
But that's nasty because now you really, like, again, this is a man who's trying to help his community, like literally. Literally
that lady had to be, she must have been like so bored.
That's evil. That's what it is. That's where we go to. They be bored. They ain't got nothing else to do. They go call the cops for first of all, for what? What crime was being committed?
Yeah. They're Black kids playing in the fields.
That's why you got probably, or do they have a permit to be here? Like I can see that question. But it's a public field. And I'm pretty sure and I'm pretty sure he reserved it. I'm pretty sure he paid for it too.
But you're not even like,
that's not your job. That's none of your business.
Right.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure because this is the whole organization. He pays for that spot. So it's not like you have claim to it. He's paid for it. I'm pretty sure he has a permit for it. That's how they roll over there.
Right.
So you have literally no reason to mess with these people.
But also, you don't own the park and it's none of your damn business. Go about your business.
Go about your business. Go home, Sally.
Do you have a husband? Go home to him.
Go home, Karen.
Go home, Karen.
Who that remind me of? Remember, y'all ever seen Bewitched? Like back in the day? The old Bewitched. And remember her neighbor?
Oh, yeah. It was
Gladys. So Gladys got stayed in her business.
They try to jam her up. Yeah.
There's always that nosy neighbor.
Yeah.
That's that lady.
Yeah.
She Gladys.
Yo, real quick, has Zoe ever, like, since this incident, has Zoe ever talked about like having security?
Nah, but I mean, this is fresh. I think this happened like yesterday.
Oh,
I think this incident is like really fresh. Because what's the date on this? Is there a date on this message? This is yesterday. Because it's like, because I know they out there Sunday. Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, like, that's a hard thing to do now. Now you're talking about like funds, permits. Like, there's enough adults out there that I know they keep the kids safe. There's like men out there with them, like trainers and stuff out there, parents out there. Like, but it's like, damn, it wouldn't even be for the kids. You gotta get security for Karen.
Right.
That's what it would be. That's bull. Now you protect yourself by let the cops roll up. You got permits, you got paperwork. I've been there. Like I said, I've reserved basketball courts and I've had the cops pull up. Like I got this gym, the cops said we got a report of people in the gym. Here's my permit. We here. And they can't say nothing.
Right.
But the fact that the cops were called, I know somebody called the cops on us. You see a whole bunch of Black kids playing basketball. I used to get this gym at night. And I tell you, every other week, the cops would pull up. Like, no, I reserved it. I have a right to be here. Here's my physical permit. I would have to carry my permit with me to make sure we were straight, just in case they rolled up.
Don't they got some crime to fight? Like,
we playing basketball.
All right.
We in here hooping. You want to play? You want to get a shot off?
Right. Like,
and most of the time the cops pull up and they wouldn't even do nothing. Oh, y'all hooping? Yeah. And one cop, let me get that shot. And he
like the kid in the kid in class.
Yeah, all right. And they roll out. But just the fact that we have to go through that.
It's really sad.
So yeah. So I know we had time, but I know we wanted to share that stuff too, y'all. But we gotta get out of here. But just like I said, if nothing else, y'all, just keep an open mind. Yeah,
and mind you. Keep an open mind and mind your business.
Yeah,
please.
Y'all know what.
Also, don't forget, we are sponsored by the Black Squirrel Media Network. If you're out here, you're minding your business and you're staying safe, go to Black Squirrel.
Yeah. So. Until next week, my birthday, folks.
It's our birthday all month. All month.
Sponsored by BioFreeze and Advil. Oh man, y'all.
Cash App.
Yup.
Oh, we doing?
Hey, hit the Cash App.
How many people be doing on TikTok? Cash App me.
Cash App me. Oh gosh, yeah.
My Cash App scammers get scammed.
Yep.
My Cash App is Nigerian Prince 123. So
no checks, please. No checks, no invoice, none of that.
I do not take checks.
Remember that scam that they used to do? I joined a missionary.
I can deposit this $30,000 into your account.
Money order only.
Yeah. Oh man, it was wild, yo. But we out. We gotta go, y'all. Till next week. We out. Peace.
Peace.